My name is Orlando Gunn, and this is my unbecoming story. You see, for me, chasing my childhood dreams meant becoming a man. It meant becoming everything that the world said I could be. Everything I saw on TV, whether it was ESPN or MTV Cribs, everything the boys talked about on the recess court, everything the boys talked about in the locker rooms, everything that sports idolized that meant you were worth something, that meant you mattered, that meant you could create and cause a difference. That's what I wanted. And all these man-made dreams were chased in a vibrant, lively, bright, lustful city like Miami. And fortunate for me, I had the opportunity to chase those dreams. And the only reason I say fortunate is because, unlike many people who don't get to capture what it is that they're after and realize that there's a greater side of it, there's a greater portion of it afterward, I got to experience that. So I made it to Miami in probably 2013. I had just recently finished my master's program at the University of Central Florida. And there I was, right upon graduation, hungry, thirsty for another job opportunity, and more so my life's goal, which was to make it to the NFL. You see, as a kid, by the age of 7, I played my dad in this game called Madden, and it was on Sega Genesis, and I used to lose every night. But on this particular night, that was the first night that I ever beat my father. And to me, a game became reality. To me, that one little seed of victory pretty much showcased where I want to be moving forward for the rest of my life. I just wanted to make it to the league. I wasn't very specific, right? With your dreams, you should be very, very specific in what you want. And so to fast forward from age 7, I had that opportunity to seize a childhood dream and drive down to Miami and quote unquote make it to the league. And I had this vision the night before that I was walking and talking. I'm on the Miami streets, palm trees over my head, dressed in a business suit, carrying a briefcase, and it seemed so real. And I went after that. I got dressed 4:30 a.m., got in the car by 5:30, hit the road. I arrived in Miami 4 hours later, maybe 3.5. And I arrived there having received no phone calls back, having received no emails back, but still in my heart of hearts, I knew if I just showed up, if I just took a step, something great was going to happen. Long story short, by way of a phone dying and jumping on Facebook Messenger and reaching out to my endless supply of contacts, believe it or not, I locked up an interview with the hiring manager for the Miami Dolphins. Later on that evening, around 6 p.m., I was offered a job, and I moved to Miami a week later. Now, within that week time frame, my gosh, I was looking for a place to live in a city I knew absolutely nothing about, which made me subject to being preyed upon from scammers, looters, you name it. But in Miami, there are some of the greatest scam artists you could ever imagine. And some of them are even people that you know. And one thing led to another, email after another. I was ultimately scammed a total of $1,500. That was literally all the money I had saved up to move to a city I knew absolutely nothing about. They threatened me saying if I don't send the money, they can't hold the keys, and they didn't want me to lose my apartment. And I sure enough didn't, because I had to be at work on Monday. So I wired the money. I wired the money, and then they would stop responding to my emails. Now, sure, you could say, what an idiot. That's so stupid. And looking back, maybe it was, but I was desperate. And what it takes to follow your dreams is to become obsessed and borderline desperate. And you have to have somewhat of a sixth sense, a discernment about yourself to understand what it is you're about to go into. Is it worth it? And more importantly, is it purpose for you? I wasn't necessarily sure of those things. I just knew I had a childhood dream that I was willing to give everything for, regardless of what it would cost me. I decided to go for it, and I got it. But I tell you what, chasing these man-made dreams will cost you everything. But chasing your purpose may cost you double. And I may have a love-hate relationship with this city of Miami, but that's because it's where I realized that my true purpose was no longer in these man-made things, no longer in the fortune and fame of sports or the NFL. It was no longer in the bright lights and fast cars and big houses. I realized that my purpose was greater than that. My purpose is to love and encourage people, and that's what I plan to do. And that's what God has ordained me to do. And He's given me the gifts of love and encouragement to do so. And I understand through the formula that I discovered of pain plus process will ultimately equal my purpose. And that's what I'm here to share with you. I encourage you to breathe on purpose, live on purpose, and love on purpose, because it's time. What is your unbecoming story?